Well, that was fun.
Can't imagine a better way to spend my afternoon than listening to the greatest hits of Julie's trial.
Yeah, I still don't understand why the jury asked to have Cooper and Garcia's testimony read back to them.
Well, they probably just needed to clarify some information. You know, like, did Detective Garcia say certain things about you being brainwashed? Did he admit that you were under mind control?
Yeah, my guess is they just want to confirm how whacked Cooper is.
So you see, this could be a good thing. But why don't we ask the legal expert, Scott?
Well, let's stop kidding around here. When a jury wants testimony read back 9 times out of 10, they're looking for a conviction.
Well, that's terrific news. Thank you so much, Dr. Felker. Okay, bye-bye. It's all set up.
They're going to start Neil on the new chemo protocol?
He's officially a part of the clinical trial.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank Joe. He's the one that got him in the test group.
You really think that this could give Neil a fighting chance?
Well, it's his best shot yet to get well. And as soon as he improves...
Yeah, don't even say it. I meant it when I told you. The minute Neil gets better, Courtney and I are going to tell Joe the truth. You can count on it.
Can I?
Absolutely. Joe will know that I am Neil's father, but only when the time is right.
Frank, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey.
Hey. What's going on?
Well, Frank and I were just...
Karen was telling me about Neil's new drug protocol.
Yeah, this approach could be exactly what we've been hoping for, Courtney.
Uh-huh. Where's Neil? You're supposed to meet me here.
I saw him a few minutes ago with Joe over by the blood drive area.
Well, why are we standing around here? Let's go get him. Come on.
Okay.
It's time you and Courtney told Joe the truth.
Karen.
I mean it, Frank. I won't keep up this lie. Joe has every right to know he's not Neil's father.
Dr. Alcacer, 3715. Dr. Ralph Alcacer, 3715.
Whoa, so much for Joe and Neil being in the blood drive area.
Maybe they went over to radiology.
After we arranged to hook up here, I don't think so. You know, I'm sure Frank will find them. I'm going to go wait in the lounge.
Courtney, wait a second. There's something you and I need to clear up.
Karen, the last thing I want to do before my son's chemotherapy treatment is have a heavy discussion with you.
It's about the car accident. According to the report, it was nobody's fault.
Yeah, I read it. So now you can go tell everybody in Port Charles how blameless you are.
Forget the report, okay? It doesn't matter what it says. What I wanted to say is that I'll always regret being on the road in that storm and what happened because we were out there.
Neither one of us should have been driving that night. What?
I'm just surprised to hear you say that. And grateful.
Yeah, well, I hope you don't expect this to be the start of a beautiful friendship.
I'll settle for a truce.
You're Neil's doctor, Joe's girlfriend, and we have to see each other. For those reasons, we need to get past the accident. Let's just leave it there, okay?
If that's how you feel, it's fine with me.
I'll tell you what. I'll stay out of your way. I'd appreciate it if you stay out of mine.
Nurse Hartman, 4737. Nurse Donna Hartman, 4737.
Hey.
Just coming by to check out our progress?
I'm looking for Neil. Is he in there?
He went to meet his mom at the nurse's station. I would have brought him by myself, but we've been swamped. We had over 50 donors today.
Oh, that's great. Everyone's coming through.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin stopped by earlier to be typed and crossed. He mentioned counseling Neil.
And I bet he told you I brought it up.
Yeah, he did.
You're probably thinking I'm overstepping my boundary, but I ran into the guy, and Neil's name came up, so
Frank, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you got the ball rolling. Of course, I'll have to sell it to Courtney now. Oh, which reminds me, she and I have to get Neil over to chemo. You coming?
Well, I got Neil's videos.
You did? What you got?
Young Frankenstein in blazing saddles.
Oh, you remember the look on his face when he saw the scene?
The scene around the campfire.
Yeah. Yeah. I was really ticked off when you spent a fortune on all those tapes. But now that I see that they're good for Neil, you did a good thing, Frank.
Everything I've done for him, Joe, has been out of love.
I know. You acted the same way when I was a kid. You only wanted what was best for me. And now you only want what's best for my son.
Julie, I'm not trying to scare you. It just looks like the jury is looking for a guilty verdict.
Come on, you don't have any idea whether the jury is going to acquit or convict any more than I do.
Maybe not. I'm just trying to prepare for the worst.
Is that what you're hoping for?
Okay, that's out of line.
Well, I don't want to seem ungrateful for what you did for me in the courtroom, but Chris is right. It's starting to sound like you want me behind bars.
I don't know what I believe
Well,
anymore.
why can't you believe I'm innocent?
It's not what I believe, it's what the jury believes that matters here.
Hey, you know what? Maybe we can get a mistrial on the grounds that the defense attorney threw the case because he wasn't sure what to think.
Oh, come on, Scott doesn't want to lose. He's just being pragmatic.
Yeah, well, I don't buy it.
It's his job to tell us all the possible scenarios. I think the least we can do is give him the courtesy to hear him out.
Are you taking his side?
Julie, everybody here is on your side.
Well, is she right, Scott?
I'm your lawyer. I'm here to fight for you.
Oh, come on, you don't mean that.
You know, Ramsey, I'm not your attorney, so I don't have to convince you of anything except for the fact that you're an idiot.
Okay, wait, please. Can we please just all get along?
You know,
here,
why
don't we all want the same thing?
You three get along, because I got work to do.
Good riddance. I mean, do you believe this guy?
He's not doing anything except waiting for the jury to convict me.
Look, I know Scott sounds pessimistic, but the real problem is the two of you haven't learned how to handle him yet.
Handle him. Rachel, I don't think we even want this guy on the case anymore.
Oh, yes, we do, Chris, and I'll tell you why. Because by the time I'm finished with Scott Baldwin, he's going to be the biggest supporter Julie has ever had in this town.
Dr. Morager.
Oh, there you are, Courtney. I'm sorry I'm a little late.
Where have you been?
Oh, the chapel. I always like to say a prayer before Neil's treatments.
Well, if anyone can get her prayers answered, Mary, I'm sure it's you.
Hey, Neil isn't here?
No, I thought he was with you.
Well, no, he wasn't in the blood drive room. Joe said he came up here.
Oh, I'll bet he's down visiting with his buddies in pediatrics. I'll go get him, okay?
Okay.
It's not like Neil's spaced out. He knows it's almost time for his chemo.
Oh, he's probably just taking a break. He's got so much on his mind right now.
Listen, about that, actually. I've been thinking Neil might need someone to speak to besides us.
What do you mean?
You know, professionally.
A therapist.
Frank and I both discussed it with Kevin earlier, and he said he'd be willing to counsel him.
We never discussed counseling for Neil. Did something happen?
Well, you know how he pretends he's okay when he's sick. Well, I caught him doing that again, and it's...
Okay, so he doesn't want to worry you. But that doesn't mean he needs a shrink.
Courtney, if Neil keeps holding things inside, his stress level is going to shoot way up, and who knows how it could affect his recovery.
Neil's had counseling before. The first time he was sick, and he really didn't like it.
Courtney, that was when he was younger. Don't you think he might feel differently now?
If Neil needs to get something off his chest, he can come to me. I don't need a doctor to do my job.
Courtney, sometimes it's helpful to speak to somebody outside your own family. You should consider it.
What were we just saying about you minding your own business?
I was speaking as Neil's doctor.
And I'm speaking as his mother. Neil doesn't need to see a psychiatrist.
Okay, I have a say in this too, remember? And as his father, I think we should consider it.
What's the matter, Pookie? A mean old lawyer get you down?
Actually, I was wondering how much it would hurt my case if Scott had, say, an unfortunate accident.
Well, I think it's best that you keep your homicidal tendencies to yourself, okay? I mean, as much as I'd like to see Baldwin run over by a truck, I think it's in our best interest that he stay alive for now.
Well, we have to do something, Chris. Or else I'm gonna end up sharing a cell with some 6'3", 200-pound bodybuilder named Jolene. And Christina is gonna grow up thinking Lucy is her mother. I have come so far. I've got more to live for now than I ever thought possible, and I am not gonna lose it.
Hey, listen to me. You haven't lost anything, okay? Not by a long shot. And not as long as I'm around to fight for you, understand?
But see, my future is in the hands of 12 total strangers. How can you possibly help me with that?
Well, so far we've played everything nice and legal, right?
Yeah, and it's all been a big bust. I should have never gone through with this trial. I should have escaped when I had the chance.
You know, sometimes when playing by the rules doesn't work, you just need to make up a new set of rules.
You know something, you're right. I don't care who gets in the way or how we do it, but I am not going to spend the rest of my life behind bars.
So, Lucy, how long until Aunt Charlene gets her new barn up? The what? The townsfolk are helping out? You're in the middle of nowhere, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, I miss you. I miss you a lot. Let me call you back, okay? Yeah, bye. I had a feeling I'd be seeing you again today.
I'm worried about Chris and Julie.
What about?
Well, you got them pretty worried when you said the jury might convict.
Come in. So what do you want me to do? You want to go back and tell them there's nothing to worry about, everything's going to be fine?
No, of course not.
Well, the trial is practically over. What can they do?
I don't know, but it's obvious to me that they're both very desperate.
How do I fit in?
You know what? Why don't we talk about that over dinner? Why don't we order in?
What do you want?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you know, first you defend me at Ferncliff today.
All right.
Now
No. Relax, okay? This isn't a trick. I simply, thought that assistance would give us some time to discuss Chris and Julie.
Yeah, well, you don't do anything without a reason. So what is it? What do you want from me?
It's the final showdown.
My game. My rules.
Has Janet been pushed to the wall?
Kill Sophie before she kills Amanda and Trevor.
Or will Sophie turn the tables?
I'll have my pal break your buttercup in two.
It's a fight to the end.
You did it now!
Don't miss All My Children, ABC Daytime.
What do you think I want from you?
I'm beginning to get the idea.
Okay, can I help it if I find you to be an impressive, capable man with an intelligent head on his shoulders?
That's why you told Julie and Chris to listen to me at Ferncliff?
No. No, it's because you have some good ideas.
You're crowding me here a little bit, all right? What is this all of a sudden buddy-buddy business you think you're passing off here?
Okay, no, we're not bosom buddies. It's just that I really feel like we're in sync, especially the last 2 weeks.
Well, you've been all over me to handle Julie's case.
You're right. I needed you.
Well, so I'm there. I'm representing Julie. But I have a little news flash for you here. It wasn't because of anything you did. It's just I took the case because.
You know what? You really should give yourself a little more credit. What you did was very noble, standing up for Julie in court.
Whatever. Why are you still trying to butter me up?
Okay. Okay, you're right. This has nothing to do with Julie's case.
Yeah, so go on.
I lied to you. I lied when I said I was sorry for kissing you when I thought you and Lucy were separated. Because I'm not sorry. I wasn't then, and I'm not now.
I'm very happy with Lucy.
No, of course you are. So you have nothing to worry about, do you?
Well, maybe I should just break out of here for good. The jury's gonna convict me anyway. We'll find where Lucy has Christina and take her. You clean out my bank account, no looking back. What do you say?
Well, I like the sentiment, but I have a feeling Scott and Lucy would go to the ends of the earth to find their little girl, and they have the bazillions to do it.
Yeah, but Christina is not their baby.
Which is precisely why breaking out of here isn't the answer. We need to get you cleared so you can live a normal life with your daughter.
And how are we gonna do it, Chris? Should we frame Kevin for the murder? After all, psychotics run in his family, and if it wasn't for him, my case wouldn't have taken a nosedive in the first place.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think there's enough time to do that before the jury comes back.
All right. Your turn. I'm out of ideas. Can't you think of something? Aren't you as bad as I'm supposed to be? Isn't that why I married you in the first place?
Of course. Hey, yeah, we're two of a kind. Birds of a feather. And not only are you beautiful, but you're also very wealthy. Which brings me to my point. Maybe we should use some of that fortune to buy a future together.
I'm listening.
You know, money changes everything, even verdicts. Maybe it's time we did a little jury tampering.
You really think we could buy the whole jury?
We wouldn't have to. All we need is for one juror to vote your way.
Dr. Curtis,
I'm not a bad mother.
Dr. Fritz Curtis.
Neil doesn't need to see a counselor.
Courtney, this isn't about the kind of mother you are.
Listen, Courtney. I know it isn't easy to admit that Neil might need someone besides us, okay? I felt the same way. But he could use someone objective to discuss things with right now. I mean, he's had a really rough time.
Wait, you think you're telling me something new? I know very well the kind of time he's been having, and Kevin Collins doesn't.
I can't find Neil. I've looked everywhere.
You checked pediatrics?
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Well, he must be in the hospital somewhere.
Okay, don't worry. I'll have him paged.
Okay, good.
Yeah, maybe he got thirsty. Anybody try the cafeteria?
No. There's something wrong. I can feel it. But what if he went outside? It is so cold out today, and he's already sniffling, and his immune system... He can't get sick, you know that. Come on, you have to do something.
Okay, we'll track him down, okay? In the meantime, he knows all about the do's and don'ts, so take it easy.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Neil could be hurt. Or...
Courtney, you're getting way ahead of yourself. Calm down.
Calm down. I will calm down when we find Neil.
Read Lisa Ann Hadley's star interview at abc.com, part of the Go Network.